Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a saying that I've been hearing ever since I was a little girl. But when you fall and you break a bone or you cut yourself, those physical wounds heal. But sometimes words and actions from behalf of other people may create emotional scars that may take a very long time to heal or may not even heal at all. Have you ever said or done something that you regret saying or doing? I know I have. Unfortunately, I can't call Doc from Back to the Future and ask him to take me back to the past. That just won't happen. So today I want to talk to you about 3 things that can help you live a regret-free life. These 3 things are empathy, genuineness, and respect. These 3 very important characteristics will help you be more kind, will help you be more open, and will help you be more receptive towards others. Empathy refers to the feeling of being able to understand another person's emotions. So when you're in tune with someone else's emotions, you can see what they're feeling, and you feel it inside, and you think differently because of the way that you are feeling their feelings. There was a 4th grader sitting outside his home, and he was crying. And there was a 6th grader, and you know that when kids get to middle school, they don't want to talk to the little elementary school kids. But as he was walking by, he noticed this 4th grader sitting on the floor crying. And he said, "Why are you crying?" And the 4th grader replied, "I'm crying because I just found out I have a test today, a math test, and I was absent yesterday because I was sick, and I'm going to fail the test." So that 6th grader decided to leave all his friends behind to help this little 4th grader. So he was able to teach him what the test was going to be about. And he was able to pass that test because that 6th grader was empathetic to that 4th grader's feelings. But this story does not end here. Not only was that 4th grader able to pass that test, he remembers what that 6th grader did for him. And this feeling of empathy lives on in him. And he was able to help others because somebody was empathetic to his feelings. The second trait, genuineness, means that you are free of hypocrisy or pretense. Have you ever met someone that went into a particular event or a particular relationship to see what they can get out of the event or to see what they can get out of the relationship? I know I have. And I know that I wouldn't want anybody coming close to me just to see what they can get out of me. When you are genuine towards other people, you're free of hypocrisy, and you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You're honest. You're able to be open with that person because you're not in the relationship to see what you can get out of it. And that's a beautiful thing because you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You can be yourself. The 3rd characteristic is respect. I teach at a gym. I teach spinning. And I had a particular moment that made me feel terrible. As I was teaching my spinning class, there were these 3 students in the front of the class, and they were laughing at me, and they were mocking me in my teaching style. Now I can tell you that I didn't like this. It was very upsetting to me. But what I noticed was that it wasn't me that I needed to worry about. They need to worry about themselves because they were the ones that were lacking respect. When you have respect towards other people, you are able to honor them when they need to be honored. You're able to hear them out when they need to talk. And you are able to live a life that is able to respect another person's life. Now, empathy, genuineness, and respect all have a common trait. Can you guess what that trait is? In all those three traits, you have to be receptive and you have to listen. When you listen to someone, you'll understand their point of view, you'll understand what they're feeling, and you'll think before you feel. And you'll be able to live a life without regret. Because you know that the next time that you think before you feel, you won't act upon impulse. Acting upon impulse brings about judgment, brings about disrespect, and brings about hypocrisy sometimes. But when you're able to introduce these three characteristics into your life, empathy, genuineness, and respect, you'll be able to get along more with your fellow brother and sister. So I'd like each and every one of you to invoke these characteristics into your life today. If you see someone that's sad, try to empathize with them. You don't know what's going on in their life. Go into the relationship being genuine and respect that person. Because you don't know if those three characteristics will change the life of a person, just like that 6th grader changed the life of that 4th grader.